How I turned $10 into $1,500 trading futures. Now you might think I was gambling on my trades to get to that point, but it was the exact opposite. Proper risk management and A+ setups are what took the account from $10 to 1.5k. Now I'm not going to waste too much of your time, so I'll just give you all the proof that this account was at $10. Just so people can understand, this was a funded account. I withdrew money from this account and left $10 to mess around with, and no joke, my main goal of the account was to liquidate it because I just didn't need it anymore, you feel me? So going to my account summary, I'm gonna just blur all my other accounts because y'all don't need to be seeing that, you feel me? But pulling up the account history for the account I did the challenge on, you can see that I got funded on August 15th right here. I didn't do too much with the account because it was just a 25k account in my opinion. Like, I have other accounts that are larger than this, so I would rather trade on those than this. Right, so you can literally see it's just sideways and sideways all the way till October right here. Okay, on October 21st I withdrew 1.5k and left $10 in it. How do you know that I left $10 in it? Well, on October 31st you can see that I made a trade resulting in $120 profit. You guys can see that the auto liquidate value is at 25,100. So if we do quick maths, 25,229 minus $120, which is $25,109, which is technically $9. So y'all gotta be gassing me up more, but we're not gonna talk about that. This is 100% proof that the account was $9 away from liquidation. Now you guys can see on November 7th, we'll fast forward to November 7th, the account is at $26,607. So doing quick maths again, that's a $1,500 profit. In 1 week, I flipped this account from $10 to $1,500. That is all the proof that you need to hear to believe that I am actually him. Never forget that. People out here saying they're him. No, I am.
You gotta be him. I'm him. I'm slash him.
You are not him. You are not him.
Now y'all are probably fiending for the trades that I took, so here they are. My first trade was on October 31st, Spooky Dookie Halloween. So what do we see on the chart right now? We see an insane ripper on the previous trading sessions and prices pulling back after that rip. What was my bias? Most people would think short because, oh, we ripped up so high, we must come down some, right? We gotta have some sellers come in. That's a very retail way of thinking. What are we actually doing though? We're making lower lows and lower highs right before the market opens. So this is the market open right now. Okay, you might look at this chart and be super bearish. Why? Because we had pre-market support, we bounced off it, we came down, and we're gonna retrace up into this and then come down even more. This is what every retail trader is thinking. Now, what are we actually doing? Well, we gotta zoom out. We gotta zoom out and get the bigger picture. While price is coming down, making lower lows and lower highs, what are we actually coming into? If you guessed the demand zone, your ass need to go on Wheel of Fortune, like dead ass, cause you're correct. If you go on the 30-minute, you can clearly see that we have a demand zone right here. Okay, so with this market context, are you still short or are you long? Me personally, neither. Why? I don't care that price is just coming into demand. I need a strong reaction off this demand zone to actually look for buys. Okay, so let's go on a 2-minute time frame, for example. Right, let's play this. Oh, this is mad slow. All right, you can clearly see, you can clearly see that when price comes into demand, we're waking off of it. Right, you can see buyers coming in. Right, what is one thing that happened right as we came into this demand zone? We broke structure to the upside. This move right here, we broke structure to the upside. Right, this is a pullback after we broke structure. We pulled back and respected this low right here. After seeing all that in real time, I decided to go long 1 micro on the account. Take in, I only have $10 of cushion, which is 2 points of drawdown. I needed to be a sniper for this trade to work out. Even if I was right, I would need to get in at the perfect time for this account to not get liquidated. What was my fill for the buy? 3877.25. I'll literally pull up the screen to show you even more proof. All right, buy 1 contract of MES at 3877.25. All right, this is not a sim account. Okay, I'm just not logged in. to my actual account, but like it just shows my fills. All right, before anyone says it's a sim account just because there's sim here, I'm not even connected to any data right now. That's why this is blank and all this stuff is blank. Okay, as you can see, this is a 0 drawdown trade. Okay, right as I got in, I was immediately green, and it resulted in 25 points of profit on MES. Now, what was my target, right? This high right here. I'll just mark it for you guys. So if we keep going, this is how the trade looks like. Okay, I'm so close to my profit target. Right after we take out this high, I decide to close the position. Now, why is that? Okay, mainly because this is just 4 points. Okay, I'm not gonna get greedy over $20 when I'm in 120 in profit off of something that I was expecting to get liquidated off, right? The risk was so high on this trade, I just took it off immediately right there. If this was a full position, by the time price came to this high, I'd be out 90%, okay? And then the remaining 10% would be for this high right here. So now I have $130 to work with. It's the next day and I see price coming into supply, right? We take out the highs of this big ass ripper day. All right, so we take out these highs. Now most retail traders are buying that break for the continuation higher, right? What ends up happening, we break market structure to the downside, and you know what that means. Your boy hops in a short, okay, la-di-da-di-da, and I ride this hoe all the way down for an AR trade. Did I profit AR completely? No. The average return on my trade was 4.5R. Now, why did I play it? You can see that we break market structure right here, and we have a small retracement to the upside, right? I added shorts on that retracement and set my stops above this high. Now, what are my targets? Okay, my main targets are this low right here, which is 3914.75, this low right here, this low right here, and last take profit, this low right here. After all that, it resulted in an 8R trade with an average sell of 4.5R. I mean, I guess you can say it's only a 4.5R trade, but I want to flex that was an 8R, so I'm gonna stay saying 8R, okay? Deal with it. Now, you guys know I only had $130 to work with, so I put it all on the line on this trade, and I would never recommend you do this unless you don't care about the account like I did. Okay, deadass, I didn't even care about this account. If we do some quick maths, we can do 4.5 times 130, which is 585, right? The total profit on the trade was $597.50. For the third trade I took, it was on November 3rd. As you can see that this was a choppy day and price just wasn't doing too much. Now, how do you trade on days like that? I'm not gonna go super in depth on trading chop days because that's not what this video is about, but I'm gonna say the trade that I took that resulted in a 2R profit. Before I get into that, this is the market context. All right, we zoom out. This is a day after an FOMC day. We created a lot of imbalances from this move to the downside. With the pre-market session, we are clearly looking bearish, but just how it's moving, you can tell that the New York session was gonna be super uneventful. So what did I wait for right as market opened? I waited for a market structure shift, and we get that right here. Okay, we get that right here. That's that market structure shift. We got that around 10:30 in the morning. Knowing this, I'm now looking for buys. I was looking for something very specific to trigger, so I was just waiting during this entire pullback. Okay, so you might be thinking adding longs right here just because I'm bullish. Nah, I was waiting on my hands for this entire pullback. But at the very end, something happened that made me want to get into a trade. You can see that we break this higher low right here. Okay, we just wick underneath it. That might not be very significant for you guys, but for me, it is. What does this mean? People are likely thinking that we changed market structure because we took out this low right here. And also, a lot of long positions that were in this move to the upside, they trailed their stop to this low and they all got taken out right there. In my head, I'm laughing at these people. So let's zoom in even more, right? We can clearly see right as we take out this low right here, we break market structure again. Okay, this was my trigger. Because we took out this low right here, getting in noob shorts and also stopping out a lot of buyers, I want to go long. We pull back and I add longs on that pullback with the stop below the previous lows. So my stop is right here and then one tick below. Now what's my take profit? High day right here. Okay, seeing how it played out, it was a perfect entry and a perfect exit. Now you might be thinking,
Wait a minute. This risk to reward tool says 3R and you only captured 2R. You fraud?
to anyone thinking that, I got one word for you: partials. Yes, my potential was 3R, and I was only able to capture 2.1R out of that 3 because I took partials on the way up. Sue me. And that was the third trade done. With this trade, I profited $513.75, and my total profit is $1,250 now. All that from 3 trades. Crazy, right? Now, this last trade that got me to 1.5K was taken on November 7th. From October 31st to November 7th. That is exactly 1 week. Now, to anyone that is saying,
Oh, but that's actually 8 days. That's not really 7 days, you clickbaiting loser.
now hold up a minute before you start calling me names, Jerome. The first trade was taken at 10:40 a.m. Okay, this next trade I'm about to show you was taken at 9:40 a.m. Now, since I'm a mathematician, I've come to the conclusion that I had 1 hour left before the 8-day mark. That was 7 days and 23 hours. So me personally, I'm gonna round down and say 7 days. I don't know about you. Anyways, let's just get into the last trade of the video. So, looking at the pre-market session, let me just replay here just so you guys can only see this, right? Looking at the pre-market session, we bounced off this 37.86 level 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Keep that level in mind. Retail traders think that support and buy at that level when price gets there. So rise market opens, we break through this level, and that means we changed market structure, right? So we're looking for sells right now. While breaking market structure to the downside, we created a fair value gap right here. I entered off of that fair value gap and I set my stop above this candle's highs. Okay, so right there, and then add 1 tick. So this is my stop loss. Right as I got in, the trade started working out for me. Okay, and I took some off on this low day break right here. After this low day break, I have 0 risk on the table now. I placed my stop at break even. Right as we had that, you can see this wick right here. Okay, so we can go on smaller time frames to really analyze this. Okay, so we can see we have big wicks. Even when we broke low day again, we came back up into this range. Now, most of y'all are probably thinking to get out more of your position on this price action right here, and I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking it too. Okay, we're not holding below low a day, and buyers are stepping up with these wicks. You guys can clearly see buyers are stepping up at this level right here. But what did I do? I stayed disciplined with my plan. I set my stop at break even for a reason. I took some profits at this low break right here. Okay, so my next take profit is this low right here, when I was like so close, and this low right here. These are my next 2 profit targets. Okay, what did price do? It went out and stopped me out. Now, if I hadn't moved my stop to break even, what would price do? Let's see a hypothetical scenario. Keeps going, and it would have stopped me out fully because my stop was right here from -1R on my remaining position. And that is why it is crucial to know when to move your stops and where to move them, more importantly. After getting stopped from the rest of my position for break even, the trade resulted in a 1.2R profit. It peaked at 2.5R. And in hindsight, everyone watching this is likely saying they would have closed more at 2R plus and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. If you are thinking like that, I highly doubt you are profitable. My plan was to take some off at this level and move my stop to break even. Are you gonna steer away from your plan, or are you gonna follow it and be disciplined? So 1.2R times my risk, which is around $250, is $291.25. Adding up all the profits, that equates to $1,535. I'll throw up a screenshot, and this is proof of me withdrawing money from my funded account because, like I said, my main goal in that first trade was to liquidate the account. But if by any miracle I was able to flip that $10 to 1.5K, I'll only take the first trade if the setup was like A++++++. You feel me? This video was mainly to show you that it is possible to turn a small amount of money into thousands if you have the skill set. Nothing in this industry is impossible. Is it realistic though? No, because no one can do that consistently. I'm being dead ass. No one in this industry can turn $10 into 1.5K or even higher consistently. Now, the main goal of turning $10 to 1.5K was to make this video. I'm gonna be dead ass, okay? Because a lot of people will see that $10 to 1.5K title and click on it, okay? I did it for the views, I'm sorry. But with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching till the end of the video. If you did learn something new, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Follow my Twitter as well if you want to keep up to date with my journey. That's where I posted all the trades that I took from this $10 to 1.5K challenge, right? Comment down below any questions that you have, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.